Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of the Classroom Matters podcast with me, your host, Christy Houle. And I am delighted to be joined again this year with Zasmine Johnson. Zasmine is the programs manager for Blueprint for Summer St. Louis, the number one resource for St. Louis parents who are looking to dramatically simplify the summer camp search and the planning process. This free online tool houses the most comprehensive database of summer programming around the St. Louis metro area and allows searching by specific filters to identify the perfect fit for every family. We were lucky enough to have Zasmine on the Classroom Matters episode with us last year. We were just talking. I cannot believe it's already been a full year since you've been on the show. But I wanted to have Zasmine back and talk about the impact of not only what they're doing at Blueprint for Summer St. Louis, but also just the impact and the importance of children attending summer camps in general. So Zasmine, thank you for being on the show again and welcome back.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be back and talk about all the great things summer has in store.
I know. I'm so excited to actually be able to do things this summer. You know, we were locked down last summer and have my kids do things this summer.
Yeah.
So I would love it if you would just start by telling our listeners a little bit about yourself and the organization that you're working for.
Yeah, so my name is Zasmine Johnson. I am a St. Louis native, born and raised, went to Hazelwood Central High School. And then once I graduated, I went to go to the University of Missouri-Columbia, also known as Mizzou. There I got my degree in health sciences. And then I went on to get my master's in public health with an emphasis in health promotion and policy. And then I started working for the state being an adolescent health educator. And then I moved back to St. Louis and started working for the Clark Fox Family Foundation, which is a local foundation and nonprofit founded by Maxine Clark, the founder of Build-A-Bear, and her husband, Bob Fox, who is a successful businessman in his own right. And so started working here. We do a lot of work around education, around mass incarceration, around ecosystem mapping. So really, how can we make St. Louis region a better place for families to live, learn, play, and grow? And so we really are invested in the education in St. Louis, in the youth in St. Louis. And so in 2015, the idea of Blueprint was born. And so Blueprint for Summer is a free website to help parents and families find information about summer camps. And so it all started with our founder, Maxine, who was very invested in education, talking to parents and families and figuring out what does that process for summer look like. So we know that during the summer, learning loss can occur for students who are not engaged in activities during the summer. And so trying to find all that information, what camp is happening where, what are all of the interesting and unique camps. And so they created a platform that really just helps showcase that information. And so we have over 40 search features. We've grown since 2015. Pre-pandemic, we had over 9,000 summer sessions listed on our site. And so we are just super excited to continue to grow. During the pandemic, we have still seen summer camps and institutions really help make summer even better. We know that virtual learning was hard for a lot of students. And so we have really just become a platform for parents and families to find information about summer camps.
So, Zasmine, tell us about what parents are going to actually see when they go to the Blueprint for Summer St. Louis website.
So first, when you get to our search screen, you will see that there are so many different ways to search. There are over 30 different types of search criteria. So first, you will see keywords. And so maybe you already know what type of camp your kid is interested in. Say they are interested in robotics and you are looking specifically for that camp, you can type in that keyword. You'll also see a section for attributes. So maybe you just want your kid to be involved in a sports camp or an academic camp, one that's about dance, nature, STEM, cooking. You'll see all those attributes. So most of those are about the type of summer camp that you'll look at. And then you'll get down to some of the other search criteria that may be more important to parents and families. Like, does it offer before and after care? Do they provide scholarships? Is it for students with special needs? Gifted students? Is it happening in the morning? Is it happening in the afternoon? So there are a lot of those search criteria that may be more around planning and effectiveness for parents and families. And then we also have search criteria for location. So you can say, I don't necessarily have a type of camp that I'm looking for, but I know it needs to be within 3 to 5 miles of my house or my job or grandma's house. Or maybe it's about cost and you can put in the cost that you need. There are gender searches, date searches. And so you'll see all of this information that we know parents and families care about. So when we look at our data on the back end of our site, we know that almost 90% of parents and families utilize at least 4 search criteria. So we know that all of the components that go into finding a great summer camp, it's not just one thing. So we make sure we add all of those search criteria to our site. And so that's what parents and families will see when they first get onto our site.
So, in essence, you've really just simplified the summer camp search for parents in the St. Louis area. So, instead of having to go and just Google summer camps and then go find all the information about these different summer camps, you've really done that for parents and given them a much more effective and efficient way to find something that's going to be the exact right fit for their child for that summer. And so I think it's amazing that this resource that you have created, because the importance around students and children participating in a summer camp, I think sometimes we really forget about the reasons for that. So talk to us a little bit about what is the importance for children participating in summer camps.
Yeah, so we know that summer learning loss occurs when students are not engaged during the summer. And so studies have shown that students who aren't engaged during the summer, when they come back to school in the fall, that they've lost some of those things that they may have learned in the previous school year, which puts them behind where they want to be when they start the next school year. So we know that being engaged in summer camp is more than just finding something for your kid to do. It is a chance for them to really learn and grow and take those skills that they learned in the classroom and be able to apply them during the summer. So maybe some more targeted work around cooking, or if they want to focus on arts, or if they want to look at robotics and building a robot or making a volcano that explodes, right? All of these things are important. And even if you're not attending an academic camp, we know that engagement in any type of summer activity is helpful for students learning, whether it's sports and they get to talk about reading and finding out who their favorite athlete was of all time, being able to read and find out more about that. That is encouraging reading and learning comprehension. And so in things that happen during the summer is that you're being able to continually engage in these type of learning activities.
Yeah, and I think it's so important that along with some of the things that you just talked about and why it's important, and that helping to combat learning loss, is that students, they do sort of remain stagnant over the summer if they're not doing anything, right? So they can not only be engaged but also be doing something that interests them, finding out about new activities, staying physical, keeping their mind sharp, so that when they do have to go back to school, they're not really in that slump of I've done nothing, and I don't want to go back to school and learn. And so I just think it's so amazing, this resource that you have created. And I'm sure that you get tons of feedback, right, from parents. So what kind of feedback are you getting from folks that are using this, and how can parents take advantage of this coming into the summer?
Yeah, so we know parents really love our site. We know that because of all the information and all of the ways that parents can search on our site, that they are really finding the summer camp that's for them. So on our site, camps can't pay like we think on normal advertising websites to be the first session that comes up or having banners. So our site doesn't have any ads within it. It's in and of itself. So when you put in your search criteria, that is what you're looking for and that is the best fit. And so parents can just really take their time and dig deep and know that the searches that they're looking through are the ones that are catered for them.
And then let's talk a little bit about the scholarship opportunities that are being offered through Blueprint for Summer St. Louis.
Yeah, so on our site, parents can search by if a program offers scholarships, and there are thousands of camps that do that. But we here at Blueprint for Summer know how important it is for parents and families to be able to partake in all types of summer camps and having all students in the region do that. So we support that by offering scholarships to summer camps. And so we really help summer camps make sure that the students that they are serving and the parents and families that need summer camps are able to attend those summer camps, whether it is reduced or free of charge. So we really know that sometimes cost can be a serious barrier for parents and families finding quality summer learning opportunities. And so we last year we distributed $125,000 to summer camp providers directly to make sure that some families had access to summer camps. And this year our goal is to distribute $150,000 in scholarships to summer camp providers. So we are really invested in making sure that all children in the region, specifically students in North County and the city, are having access to great quality programming.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. And I love the fact that you called them summer learning activities and summer learning
Yeah.
opportunities, because when I think of camp and when a lot of people think of camp, they think of being outside and in the woods and hiking and like camp, right? But you
Mm-hmm.
have a wide range of really unique camps that you help parents get their students involved in. So tell us a little bit about the different type of unique camping opportunities that there are for students in the St. Louis area.
Yeah, so when we think even specifically, you can go on our site and search for something within 20 miles of 63112, which is near downtown St. Louis. And the things that come up are the free camps at the St. Louis Public Library. So they do a lot of great programming that is free for parents and families. We can see the Magic House at Made offers some great maker space and robotics and 3D printing and things like that that really just help students foster their creativity. If you have older students that are into art, St. Louis Artworks has a great art apprenticeship program where they pay their students to go through an apprenticeship process through their organization. And so that's a great way for students to learn and also make money. We know that in this day and age, getting a job is also very important. And so that is another program that is also available. And so we think of like our academic institutions like Summer at SLU, Maryville University, our community colleges with their College for Kids on Campus opportunities. They all provide phenomenal summer camp programming. And so there really is a program out there for you. The Bayer Y and all of the YMCAs offer great traditional programming, as we like to think of it, like the things that you just go through during the day. You have some time outside, all of these mixed things, as well as targeted and specific specialty week camp. So it really just depends on what you're looking for. YMCA Camp Lakewood is a great outdoor residential program, and so if your child is into like the nature and starting a fire and figuring out how to survive in the wilderness, the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts, all of these organizations have great sleepaway or nature camps, Camp Ondesank. If you and your parent and your family are a Jewish family and are really looking for that, Camp Ben Frankel, the J, all offer great, phenomenal summer camp programming. So there is truly great programming out there and something for every parent and every family.
Yeah. Well, Zasmine, thank you so much for being on the Classroom Matters podcast again today. Tell everybody where they can get this information and where they can connect and contact with you.
Yeah, so the best way to start your search is stl.blueprint, the number 4.com. And you can go on our site and start your search. And then if you are a summer camp that wants to list your information or you have resources for parents and families, you can send me an email at info@blueprint, the number 4summer.com. And so that is the easiest way to get in touch with us, to share your information. And searching on our site at stl.blueprint, the number 4.com is the best place to go to find information about summer camps.
Well, I'm ready for summer. I don't know about you, but I am geared
Yes.
up and ready for summer. Some of those camps you mentioned, they sound kind of fun.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited for kids to go. I might even, pop in and do a visit, see if I can spend some days at camp this summer.
That's what I was thinking. You might have to come and get me and we can pop in together.
There you go. We can just have a little tour, a
All
summer
right.
camp tour.
Well, everybody, thank you so much. Please check out all of the great resources at Blueprint for Summer St. Louis. Get your kids geared up for summer. And for those of you that are listening outside of the St. Louis area, I know there's some organizations in your area that are doing the same thing. But the important part is get your kids involved in something this summer, whether it's learning, book learning, or physical learning, or camping, or hiking, or reading. Make sure that those brains are engaged and ready to go for the next school year. So this is Christy Houle signing out for this episode of the Classroom Matters podcast. And don't forget to check out all of our great resources on the educate.today website.